Hello everybody and welcome back to more Super Meat Boy. Today we're going to begin taking on the final levels of the game, starting with 6-1, The Pit. Alright, so I haven't played in a long time admittedly, but hopefully I should get into the hang of the controls again relatively quickly. Now, in the World 6 levels, there's not a lot going on that's not spikes and keys. It's correction, buzzsaws, and I just realized I'm trying to get through a door that has a lock on it. Now this one is going to revolve a lot around, or this world, that is going to revolve a lot about tricky jumps, really exact platforming, and essentially just difficulty in general. I don't know any other way to put it. Obviously this is still the light world, and yes, there is a dark world to World 6, so we're going to need to get A+ on all these levels. But other than that, level 1 complete with an A+. There are also no bandages in the World 6 levels, or any other levels from now on, so that's good. This one is kind of a there and back level. What you have to do is make your way around the underside of this floating continent style thing, and grab the key, which will unlock Bandage Girl's chamber. Fall down and make your way backwards to be able to grab the goal. Oh no! I was trying to grab onto the side of that. But yeah, I haven't recorded anything really in a long time. I've been running off of backup footage trying to clear out some of my excess stuff. But now that I'm back into recording, it means I can hopefully start up some more Minecraft videos again, because I ran out of those fairly quickly. I have taken a short hiatus from Minecraft. Just, you know, too much of anything is bad, but hopefully I should be getting back into that, and you guys should see more videos of that retrospect in the very near future. Perhaps even when this video goes up, there'll be another Minecraft video following after it. So yeah, that's what's going on in that respect. I'm just trying to get used to these controls again. I haven't played Super Meat Boy in so long. It's been a long time. I do have some stuff planned for this series as well, which you will be seeing right after the final boss. Just one thing, but something that I think should be interesting. Alright, take it back up, and hopefully we get A+, so we don't have to do this again. There we go, A+. Getting A+ on these levels isn't really that bad, because as long as you complete it, the times are pretty lenient. Alright, so this one's going to have these little rooms where you're going to have to grab a key. That's the main gimmick of here. Key and make it onto the floating platforms. Or technically, I guess they're not floating. I mean, they have those things in the background supporting them. But that's beside the point. Ooh, this one's a little bit more complicated, but as long as you can stay within safe zones, you should be okay. Don't even need that platform. Excellent, A+. Gently. Blazing through these pretty quickly, actually. Obviously, it's because I played the game before, and I know a lot of, you know, how these levels work and what to expect. But this is meant to show off the features of the game, as well as prove that, yes, it is possible to complete. There are people, obviously, who are much more skilled at this than I am. Oh, he says right as he dies on the very last spinny blade. Spinny blade? Is that what you could call it? I mean, like, they don't really have names in the English language for the rotating spiked wheels of doom. Come to think of it, that's a pretty good name in itself. Woo! Everything seems to be gray here. Lots of gray. On a side note, this song is awesome, but in the original Xbox, or sorry, not the original Xbox version, in the version that they made for, damn it, the version that Team Meat made for Xbox, in the version that Team Meat made for Xbox, the World 5 Dark World song, which in the computer version I love, was replaced with kind of a mellower version of this song. I personally didn't really like it at all. It kind of killed the mood for me, but that's getting beside the point. In terms of swears to this world, I won't need many because, you know, there's very few levels, but I'm going to be doing Pokemon swears, as suggested by someone I know in real life. And so yeah, I was trying to think of a bunch of Pokemon that started with F, so you know, they could actually be swears, and I've thought of a few, so I'll be able to keep up a couple. That wasn't how I wanted that to go. Oops. Alright. Again, don't forget this is the light world, so we're going to be facing harder versions of these levels soon enough. Oh no! Whoops. Alright, there's something interesting about that section up there that I am going to mention next time I get there. But we're encroaching upon the final boss of the game, which should be unlocked once we complete all these light world levels. And that should be fun. But for this, all you have to do is jump and make it through. So you could go through that bottom section, but I personally prefer not to. Whoop! I was lucky that there's a floor there. Okay. Get the key and make your way back down. Excellent. Now for this one, I was previously unaware of this, but you can just jump it. I thought you had to jump onto the outside of that wall and then like do some fancy wall jumping to make it up, and it was very complicated and very difficult, and that was where I died the most on my first playthrough, but yeah. Anyway, with that, we've completed the light world at the end already. There is a dark world, and something very interesting. A dark world boss. We'll come back to that later, though. For now, let's take on Dr. Fetus. Beginning the battle with Dr. Fetus, more of a level really, but that's beside the point. Dr. Fetus is going to be following behind you shooting missiles. These first two you're going to have to dodge, but they're not very difficult to do so. And otherwise you're just going to have to make it through the level as fast as possible without getting killed by those spikes. For some reason, Dr. Fetus is immune to basically every sort of hazard in this level. Not entirely sure why, but that's just how it is, I suppose. You can also jump up on the inside of that platform to get yourself a little shortcut, which is nice because it saves time. Fall down through here, and you should be able to make it through very quickly. The less time you spend on that lower section, the better. Then you want to fall, make your way up. This is going fairly well. The song that plays during this part is actually a fan favorite from the game, so it's worth noting. Alright, this is the final room. I'm just going to hang around on this wall up here, and if you notice, there's a button. Press the button. Oh no, I died because of the explosion of the missile. But yeah, that's what you have to do to complete the level. By pressing the button and then making your way inside that little safe house, that's eventually going to lead to your victory. Otherwise, I'm just going to make my way back through this level. Obviously, playing this game before has given me quite a bit of experience in playing this one level. So that should be not... Oh, come on. Rushing. Rushing. Apparently there's actually a way to make it over those blades on the right, so you can kind of rush the entire level, which I thought is interesting. It's a tactic used in a speedrun of the game that I watched once. Not sure entirely how. Oh wait, no, I think I see how. Alright. You jump up on the wall on the left, and then you should be able to, like, you know, get over them before they reach the point where they are now. But that's beside the point. Again, getting off topic. Whoa! Lots of spikes in one location at the same time. Okay. Let's see if I can beat it this time. Hopefully, if all goes well, I should be able to conquer this with no problem. If you notice, Dr. Fetus is just kind of flying through all the spikes easily, which frustrates me. Because why is Dr. Fetus immune? He shouldn't be immune. There we go! With that, we've caused Dr. Fetus to fall to his death. Almost makes you feel bad for him. Almost. What's this? It's not over yet, folks. Still got a little bit more. This is the final part of the final boss of Super Meat Boy. You've got Bandage Girl on your back and you have to escape the floating facility as it crumbles to the ground. It's essentially playing the same level backwards with all the spikes being rearranged. It certainly doesn't help that the screen is shaking, but playing Super Hexagon has probably prepared me for things like this. And the point is to make it to the left side of the level. There is a huge, huge, huge shortcut on this level that definitely wasn't intended, but that allows you to skip essentially the entire final portion of the level. I will be mentioning it when we come to it, but I won't be using it, obviously. Bells are boss. Alright, now just make it through here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, this section can be a little bit tricky in terms of precision, but you should make it through no problem. And there we have it. Oh no! Ah, I fell! Fennekin. Alright. Wow. I gotta admit, I like all the songs from the final sections of this game. I mean, who can blame me? They're all so good. But this LP seems to be drawing to a close, but don't worry, it's not over yet. We still have plenty to go, including the entire Dark World of the end. So, while this may seem climactic, we're not even all the way there yet. Oh, come on. Alright, let's see. There we go, made it past that section, finally. Now let's just bounce up here. Why did I use the word bounce? Meat Boy doesn't bounce. Have you ever tried to bounce a meat? It's not as easy as it looks. And it looks pretty darn tough. What? Why did I stop? Okay, sure. Be that way. Excellent. Alright, made it there again. Let's see if I can utilize the same strategy in order to pull off getting to the bottom of this area. Like this! Whee! Alright, now how am I going to go about doing this? Alright, thing there, watch the spike to be able to know where the platform is. Now here lies the shortcut. If you head up the left side of this whole structure, you can actually cause the game to glitch and think you've made it through the rest of the level, triggering the ending sequence, but instead I'm going to be going through the level legitimately. As I should. And this is it. Final portion. It's really not that bad near the end. And we've done it! Wow. He got ripped. Okay. Just throw the rock and escape. No! Brownie! Anyone ever seen Fight Club? Oh, what? Wait, what? How? Oh, Super Meat Boy! Well, that was the Light World, final boss of Super Meat Boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the credits here because why not? Aw, he's so sad. He's got a cool eye patch though. I want an eye patch like that. Wiggly check. Wait, holy crap, was Terry Kavanagh in those credits? I never noticed that before. Terry Kavanagh was involved in the making of this game. Terry Kavanagh, if you don't know, is the guy behind VVVVVV and Super Hexagon. Oh, Marty McLarty. Or Molly McLarty, something like that. Didn't get to see the name. McLarty. Alright. Christian Matsumori. Fascinating names, people. Dance party in hell? Yeah! The way real men do it. Or real meat, boys. And thus, Larry Jr. was born.
The end!
But is it really? Is it really the end? Still got 5 Dark World levels to go. But once you beat the final boss of Super Meat Boy, you unlock a bonus world. The Cotton Alley. We'll be doing that after we complete the end. And trust me, we're going to have fun with that one.